Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and do this reading on young Pharaoh. I'm actually situated now. It's raining today. And, I do got time. I have just watched a video with his cousin missing. And I was looking at the comments. And some people mentioned the tattoo thing. Man, if you got that from me, though, please mention me. But I don't feel like everybody got information from me. I do feel like right now we are going through a shift and everybody intuition is waking up, and a lot of us is picking up on the same message because it's the truth. It's the truth, okay? But if you watch me and you got it from me, please link my video, okay? Now, a few days ago, because I have a app on my phone that I could do readings like on the go or whatever, and it's accurate as fuck. Listen, man, everything is divination. Everything. But I did this like a few days ago, so I'm gonna do a new one. I'm gonna pull some cards, some actual cards. So with this reading a few days ago, I did get the Tower card. It looks like a part of this is about money. With this Page of Pentacles, is crossing the Tower card. I low-key think he kind of, because he bought that house, and I'm feeling like he a little shook about how much money he spent. So he trying to make that money back. His intuition is turned off, like, for real. He, like, I'm finna ask, let me pull some cards. I want to see, I hope this is recording. Testing. I want to see, why his intuition is turned off. Let me get this Kipper. Get these two. And then I got my On the Mind tarot deck, y'all. I haven't been promoting it, but I be using the hell out of them. My On the Mind tarot deck is like one of my favorite decks, but I have been thinking about revamping it by putting somewhere on the card the original card. Like if I pull the Temperance on the card, you will see a visual of the Temperance on there. But I will have to make those cards bigger, so they will cost more. But I will put them up for sale. Also, with the reversals, y'all will see. Okay? I'm trying to learn not to tell all my ideas, because people be snatching them. Alright, let me shuffle and come back, y'all, so y'all don't have to suffer through that. I don't know about y'all though, but my intuition been on 1,000. Like, I just be knowing shit. Like, it just be coming out of nowhere. Like, I just be knowing shit. I really don't even have to use the cards. But the cards help me to believe my intuition. So they do help me. Alright, so what's the question I was going to ask? Why he worry about money? Some kids at the window, y'all. Come on now. Alright. I was sketchy about taking these cards because a lot fell out, but let me see. He's real hurt about his breakup. More than he put on. Like, he don't know how to just say that. He don't know how to just say, like, I'm heartbroken. But this is his way of being heartbroken. But by him being heartbroken, it kind of trigger old wounds. See, this why it's really difficult to get with broken men, because they would get triggered and then everything somebody did to them in the past will now be a reason for them to be bitter and ugly, and they justify it. You can always see men like this because they will never take accountability. It's always somebody else's fault. It's never his fault. You gotta stay away from men like that. Golden Beauty, boo. It's some things about you, but I ain't judging. But I do think that it's best if you just move on, okay? Because I feel like he might, he really is self-destructing. But see, there's things that we don't see. Some of the things that young Pharaoh said that he let come out of his mouth, the average person, we wouldn't even dare to say that shit. But there's a reason why these hoteps and shit be feeling comfortable talking like that. Man, these kids, they getting out of school, y'all. So my bad for the background noise. So, I also feel like he feel like everything is going bad for him. And it's like, instead of taking accountability, because a lot of things are going bad for him because of his own actions, things that he did, but he really struggled with accountability. He also feel like because he gives so much money to people, or he take care of people, that they should just do what he say. That they should just be what he want them to be. With this, I got the Six of Pentacles. I'm feeling charitable today. I come with gifts. He also tried to get people to be loyal to him through giving gifts, through giving money. But it don't work like that. I want to give a peace offering, but I'm taking my time. A part of him wants to, like, but his ego won't let him. A part of him wants him to pull back, to calm down, to apologize, to try to make things right, to try to fix his reputation, but he felt like he don't went too deep. And his ego, his pride just would not let him. I can be a know-it-all sometimes. I have to stop obsessing over your pictures. This is the Page of Swords reverse, which I had got in the reading on my phone too. I want more even if I have to sacrifice my morals. So I also have the Ten of Cups here, but to me that just represents this home that he moved into. I feel like that home really drained his money and he want to get that back. See, this is why I don't trust none of them, because when shit gets hard, they all start to act the same and they all feel very entitled. He's creating this drama and it's not all because of this. So I don't want people to dismiss some of it because they be like, oh, he just doing all of this to get clout and get money. But I do feel like in the future, he will use that. In the future, he will say like, y'all, back then, I was just trying to get my view count up. Like, I'm trying to get people to subscribe because the black community love drama so much, and that's the only way y'all will support me. God damn, I almost sounded just like his ass. I'm picking up on something else. It's just not coming in clear, y'all. So give me a minute. I want to get some more on this card right here. I want more even if I have to sacrifice my morals. Actually, I'm going to use this Kipper. Alright, y'all. I'm going to pause it when I'm shuffling. And the reason is I'm trying to keep the clips. On here, I have a 60-minute time limit. And some people be complaining about dead air or me taking too long to get to the actual message and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not like other tarot readings. I have to process things, take things slow. It could be because I've been raised in the South. Things are slow down here. The energy is slow. It don't mean that we dumb, but we feel things deeper down here. If you come down here to the South, a lot of times people might not even communicate with words. It could be a look, or it could be one word that represents a whole lot. But there's an inner knowing. It flows through the air and everything down here. I'm not only in the South, but I live in a small ass town and the energy is just slow. Which is best for, I couldn't live in a city. I'd probably lose my mind. So just be patient with me. I have to take time to process, but what I will do is try to pause on the dead air. But then don't take that as an opportunity to dismiss my intuition. Okay? God damn. And it's one specific person that always fucking complaining, but you be on my videos though. I fuck with you though. But I see you. And I be having visuals. And sometimes I be like, I'm just gonna be petty and I'm gonna write you what I be seeing. But I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But you do have some healing to do. This person's not a. This person. See, I'm pulling cards on you just talking about you. Because this is the visual I was seeing. Bad health. Okay? Alright, let me pause it, y'all. I got to get back into young Pharaoh energy. Yeah, look at this card, yo. And also, if you are listening to the whole thing, and if you can add the timestamps for me until I get my laptop back up, I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much in advance if you can. When I get my laptop back up, things will be easier for me to edit and process, and I will put the timestamps up myself. Listen to this card. Creative or intellectual rut, stagnation, movement in the wrong direction. Your need for human interaction creates problems. Trusting the wrong people, talking too much, feelings of loneliness. A good idea could involve you and others in a new project and positive experience. Take a chance on a new venture. But before that, I do feel like there's somebody that young Pharaoh reports to. Some type of official person that he just don't talk about, he don't mention. See, when he's talking like, please just leave me alone, I just want to do for my people, da da da, he's talking to someone. I was up there looking at him like, you think that you could tell the police and all of that to just leave you alone and turn a blind eye? Because, like, why do you even feel like you could ask them that? You already been to prison. So what make you feel like you could make those type of requests, those type of orders? I'm telling you, a lot of these hotels, they be knowing people. And I'm seeing a young version of young Pharaoh. Like, he looked like he could be like early teens or whatever. He have shorter dreads, and his dreads are just hanging to the side. Like, they not up in a ponytail like he wears them now. It's just hanging, and it's like comes to like his shoulders. This place looked like a courthouse, and he like sitting on the steps or something. But I could see him thinking about, I'm finna do whatever I have to do because, nobody really gave a fuck about me. He's in a negative mode, like he's in a negative emotion. And sometimes there's parts I don't want to say because we should always have compassion for people and understand their situation, because a lot of times people are forced into certain positions. The alternative would be so bad that it's like they feel like trapped in a corner. So that's why, I try not to judge too harshly, because If you knew the whole situation, which a lot of times these people are not allowed to tell their whole story. If you knew the whole situation, then you would understand better why they decided to make that decision. But I do feel like there's somebody that young Pharaoh kind of reports to. He also lonely. Like this breakup really had a really negative effect on him. But he's hard to be in a relationship with because he is hurt. And he have this philosophy of I'm smarter than you. Just do what I say. And you know, a lot of these people, like they are smart. See, when they go into these prisons and they choose certain people to be in certain positions, they do look for intelligence. They look for charismas. And these people know that. They know that they was chosen because they had those attributes. They was brought that deal because they had those attributes. But that doesn't mean that you know all. That doesn't mean that you're the smartest person in the world because they chose you. Also, young Pharaoh is trying to get something going that would set him up for a long time. And if he could get that off the ground, he might just disappear. He trying to get financial freedom for a reason. I kind of understand that. I kind of understand that perspective. But see, the more money you make, the more sacrifices that you have to make, you know? That's why I tell people, like, I wouldn't strive to be a millionaire because you really don't need that much money. You only just need enough to be able to live life comfortably, okay? But when you striving to be like a millionaire, a billionaire, then you will have to go through certain hurdles to get them. It's very few people who is able to do it clean. Very few people. Okay? And these are usually people who have a very good ideal that had gained a lot of attention and then they was able to sell it to the people that's in control. That's why you see all these platforms being sold. They sell it to somebody. But they are set straight because of it. And if they didn't sell it, things probably would have got harder for them. He also have to be careful of who he having sex with. A part of that is affecting him. Um, it is different for men and women. Like if a man was to ejaculate inside of me, I could feel that energy. So a lot of times the man is dumping his energy inside of the woman, and then that feminine energy has to um, disintegrate that But a lot of times women will start to integrate it. That's why I say that you should take a shower after sex with the intentions to rinse off those attachments. That's why a lot of times when women have sex with a man, especially if she loved him, she will start to pick up on his characteristics and start to take on parts of his personality. Man, they're a little bit more disconnected, but it still influences them. It still has an effect on them. He might want to check for, I'm not saying, he might just want to go get checked. Like, um, yeah. See, really, young Pharaoh is trying to break free through financial abundance. I feel like he's frustrated because that was the plan and everything is tumbling. It's not going through as planned, but what he is reaching for, because young Pharaoh, I really feel like he was planning on making his money and doing his own thing. Like, kind of like a retirement or something. But all of this is due to bad decisions that he made. He always blaming somebody else, but all of this is due to the effed up decisions that he made, trusting the wrong people, being reckless with his spending, pushing away people that actually cares about him because of his ego, and thinking that he can't learn from nobody else because he's smarter than everybody. See, you are always self-destruct when you see yourself as better than other people. Always. It's built like that. Every time you start to look down on people, trust me, there's going to be a point that you will self-destruct, okay? Well, even when you don't do that, like we all kind of self-destruct in a way, like we all have tower moments. Don't fall into the fantasy of, well, if you just become completely healed and balanced and stuff, you never gonna go through hard times. Nah, it don't work like that. Nope. You would just be able to handle those hard times better. But they're not gonna stop. It just be easier to deal with. Alright, y'all, I'm splitting up the audios for you so that I could try to do something that would give y'all some time stamps or something. But yeah, I'm doing all of this on my phone. I'm finna ask about that night with the girl. First, I'm gonna ask, why did the girls come over? First, I'm gonna get an overall, like, Spirit, what happened that night? Overall. Okay, courtship, wealthy man, poverty. Okay, so these girls, I'm not saying that they a gold digger, but they ain't fucking with no broke nigga. Okay, these are women that he was interested in, and these girls was kind of looking for a come up. They knew that he had money. They was coming over there to have fun, and they trying to get into a better space. Like, I really feel like the girl intention was to have him fall in love with her so that she could come up. He said that he's in Miami. Um, Look, I live in Florida. I know that energy down there. It's a whole different energy. If you ain't used to it, you will get played. It's a whole, the way that down South Florida is set up, you go down there if you want to. You will get played in some way, in some form. That energy down there ain't nothing to fuck with. The only people that really know how to survive down there is people that was born and raised there. Okay? For real. The people that live there and they hustle down there, they have a different mentality. And there's a money hungry vibe down there. You get what I'm saying? But that's because the cost of living is so high. Any place that you go to and the cost of living is extremely high, the people that live there, they have a mentality that will gain them a lot of money, but they're willing to do anything for it. They will become a slave to money. So I'm not really surprised that he got his shit stolen. Like, people be trying to go down there to have fun, and then they go down there and get robbed. You got to know what you're doing down in that energy, or you will get played. So I'm asking, like, what is the girl's intentions for coming? Um, it was money, but it wasn't like, I don't feel like they came to rob him per se, but it was like, I feel like this girl, she been working on young Pharaoh for a minute. As in, she might think that young Pharaoh is crazy and hard to deal with, but she willing to do it because she know that dealing with him will put her in a better situation. I don't have no judgments about that. This world is so fucked up. People are surviving. It's just what it is. But, young Pharaoh, he could pick up on that energy, and it's like he don't really know who it's coming from, or he don't know how to view it. He's not understanding of it. He just feel like he's being used. All right, let's try to get deeper into this. So I'm finna ask, why did young Pharaoh pull the gun on the girl? His mind was fucked up. Something, for some reason, he wasn't able to think clearly. Something was messing with his mind. With this Five of Cups, it could be depression. I feel like young Pharaoh is going through depression right now. But I feel like it's something else. Why was his mind? And then at the bottom of the deck, I got this Devil card. Inability to make decisions, looking for an easy score, get rich quick scheme. Shows weak character and a lack of determination, tendency to be aggressive, violent, and angry, manipulative, controlling, cruel, sadistic personality. Self-understanding and personal improvement is possible with effort. Money trouble. This is a quick and easy tarot. Um, this is supposed to be for people that's like just getting into tarot, but nah. These cards are kind of harsh. I ain't gonna front, but they good for even advanced tarot people. I kind of use them like oracles and stuff. So why was his mind messed up? Three of Swords. He's heartbroken, man. He's hurt. A lot of this is coming from him being hurt. For real. Look at this. You will cause your own problems. Your freedom is threatened. You feel that you have no choice. You may be accused falsely. Loss of job, pride, and prestige. Disaster and the accompanying unnecessary suffering could have been avoided. I'm telling y'all, he causing this shit on himself. And he just can't see it because he is going through depression, which is giving him extreme anxiety. He spent a lot of money and he's not making it back quick enough. People that used to work with him in the past are starting to pull away from him. Everything seems to be delayed. Things are not going in his favor. So now it got his mind effed up. He's questioning everybody and damn. Cause I'm starting to see his spirit. Yeah, I don't know. Lately, I could really see the chakras. Like I could see them so strongly. Like he's depressed, but he don't want to acknowledge it. So by him repressing his feelings so much, it's really causing him to have mental issues. Not just that, there are some things that there are some decisions that he made that he feel guilty about. He just don't feel like he can tell anybody because if he did, it will completely destroy his reputation because it's built all on a lie. Allegedly, child, whatever. I'm empathetic towards it because I feel like the situation, it was a tough space to be in. But I do feel like he had a choice. But I feel like his pain of feeling like nobody is really there for him caused him to choose that path. And now it's kind of like eating him up. But young Pharaoh has the type of personality that instead of just being vulnerable and showing people like what's really going on with him, he try to deceive himself to believe the lies that he tell himself so he could feel better about his guilt and his shame and his depression and his heartache. He needs energy work. He has a lot of effed up chakras. Like sometimes I could see chakras and they could be like moving slow, but they have like little dark spots in it. Sometimes they just really clogged up with negative energy. And other times they are overactive. And you could see it. It's almost like it's spinning out of control. It's giving so much light. That's not healthy though. Everything should be balanced. But his crown and his third eye chakra is he's overworking it because that's where he like to be lost at. And he's like ignoring the rest of his chakras. His root chakra is fucked up, it's clogged. His heart chakra is damn near blocked. When I see like a blocked chakra, it's almost like there's no light there. It almost looked like cement to me, like a hollow dome or something. That's what it looked like. I could see like a little bit of light in it, but that shit is almost shut the fuck down. Um, Sacral and solar plexus, it's in bad condition too. But there's a little light there. It's like he drained those chakras and gave all that energy to his crown chakra and third eye. See, when you have an overactive like third eye, you might start seeing visuals like somebody with schizophrenic. Matter of fact, when I do look at schizophrenic people, they third eye chakra is like going crazy. Too much energy there. Too much pressure there. He have to take some of that energy and filter it through his other chakras so he could be more balanced. I'm gonna ask, why did the bodyguard leave? I want to make it clear that I'm not saying that the girl who came over is a bad person. She's surviving, just like the rest of us. So I just want to make that clear. Why did the bodyguard leave? He was feeling like young Pharaoh was being immature. Not just immature, but he was kind of scared for his life. I mean, like, really think about the situation now. Because I was a security officer before, and if somebody took my gun and started waving it at somebody else and started talking like how young Pharaoh been talking, I'd probably remove myself from that situation too. For real. Like, you have to put yourself in these people's shoes. What if he shot that girl? The security officer is still going to be to blame because that's his gun. If he go to court for that, they're going to be like, why did you let him take your gun? So, too many cards. Why did the bodyguard leave? The tower. He was looking at young Pharaoh and like, yo, you really causing your own problems. It's like he sit there and he watched young Pharaoh cause his own problems. Why did the bodyguard leave? He might have did take that jewelry though. Out of like, look, I ain't working for this nigga no more, but I'm gonna get paid. He might have felt like young Pharaoh was gonna refuse to pay him. 10 of Wands. He felt like this shit was too much. He was tired of fighting him. Young Pharaoh wasn't listening. I'm gonna get into that later. He felt like young Pharaoh was paranoid and causing his own problems. I'm gonna put that card to the side. I'm gonna ask some questions on that. Y'all, all of this is allegedly, I don't know these people. I haven't spoken to them. And yeah, this is just my intuition. You are free to dismiss it, You are free to not believe anything I say. I'm thinking that, I asked if the bodyguard take the jury, and I got the 7 of Swords. I think he took it. I think he took it. Mhm. Mhm. I'm seeing some other things though, but I don't know if I should speak on that part. Mm, mm. I'ma say this though. Some things young Pharaoh ain't tripping on. He's correct about some things. That's what I'ma say. Some of his intuition is telling him the truth. Okay? Well, it's not really his intuition, it's him kind of putting like one and two together. Da 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 da. But some of his analysis is correct. He ain't tripping about everything. He's not tripping about everything. Some things he are saying, even on the extreme end, has some truth to it. But see, there are some things that he say, he knows more about it, but he won't talk about it because it will incriminate himself, even though he's doing it now. But I'm talking about he knows some things that will stop people from trusting him because some of his actions are deceitful. And I don't feel like he care about the black community as much as he say he do. But he do understand how the black community is oppressed. But do he give a fuck? No, not really. I'm thinking if I even should even go here, if I should even go there. Alright, I'm finna do it. I'm finna ask about Golden, Beauty, and the security officer. Golden a little shady. Golden, you a little shady, man. I'm seeing some things, man. Golden is a little shady. I mean, not a little. Yeah, it's a little. Because listen, people do things. We are surviving, okay? There's a reason to the madness. She been through some things when it comes to young Pharaoh, and she might feel like she had a right to, and I feel like she do. If you knew the whole story, if people was actually truthful, authentic, and not afraid to walk fully in their truth, and she just told her story without trying to make it seem like she's the good person and all of it, she been like, nah, I did that shit because X, Y, and Z, then you will understand, okay? Even though the action is shady, you will understand, okay? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Y'all, don't get that. Don't get that thing in your arm. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I don't know what it's doing to people's minds, but people ain't is not the same. I can't even have a conversation with people who got it. For real. They on some other stuff. I don't even like it's weird. Please don't do it. I'm gonna do like a separate I'm gonna do a podcast on that, okay? Because they won't let me say ish on here. So, but you know what's crazy? My mom just called me and told me that all those people who betrayed me in 2020, all in the hospital. Karma is real, y'all. And all the people that I protected in that ritual, all been straight, all been protected. But yet, there's people who took the thing and now they looking at me like it's weird. I'm telling you, it's doing something to people's minds. I'm telling you, it's weird. Like I'm gonna do a podcast about it. That shit is weird. I'm telling y'all, don't do it. Soon as I finish this, I'm gonna do a podcast about it because it's oh my, it's deep. I'm telling you. Child, I could barely do this reading anymore. Mm-mm-mm. Let me try to tap back in this. Yo, man, I have to come back with a part two with this reading. Cause I had just got a phone call from my mom and I can't even tap back into that energy. And now spirit is giving me messages about other things. So I need to go put that message out there. This gonna have to come later. Cause this is important. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, they really go to my podcast, y'all. Go to it. I'm finna upload it. I gotta put this out. Alright. Stay blessed, y'all. I will come with a part two and ask those questions. If you have questions, put them in the comments and I will get to them in the part two, okay? Stay blessed, y'all.